Fuck. Robert Reagan here. In this writer's block shit. I then went back to my roots tonight. Wrote some new poetry. Doesn't have a title yet, but here it goes. And I'm gonna read one of my newer short stories after this. Sorry. People say something's wrong with me. They're scared I'll be standing over them with a knife when they wake up. But no, my words cut sharp with hate. A broken heart was my fate. What's love when you realize you're soulless? I see the spirits when I look with my real eyes. It's so hard to control this. Really, it's not that serious. Just a bunch of punk motherfuckers and highfalutin bitches who aren't as cool as they think they are. The world is full of them. Yeah, the world is full of shit. They all think they won. Well, I know I won. Got a lot of living ghosts on my belt. Even when the words escape me, I'm unstoppable, living in my own hell. Burn, fakes, you can never scare me. Even the snakes stop watching me sleep. In another life, I'm a serial killer, collecting lives with my choice of knives. In dreams, I'm a Nazi, hunting down Jews, a beggar in the Bible who calls out to Jesus why his life's such a bitch. Waking up, I reach for an ink pen. The paper is blank and waiting for me to tell a story or at least write some shitty poetry. The words are on the run, but I will capture them. I'll make them describe this pain, like the harlot who returned to my dreams. Why did I search all over town for her? Maybe I've got good head and tight pussy confused with love again. At least it wasn't the unknown one who drives me crazy just wondering what she's doing. This one I want to bring back to life. Fuck it, I really just want to rape and murder this hoe with words, telling her to her face that she ain't shit. When I'm sentimental, the normal sense that I'm mental. To meditate, I self-medicate. The truth is never gentle. God doesn't know my thoughts or even the sound of my voice. He never listened to my prayers. I'm lost with no hope and no one cares. Fuck the pity party, who needs their concern? They'll all bleed lies when it's their turn. For now, I've got the weight of my own little world on my shoulders. Bloody tears come from eyes that see tragedies. Sleepless, the blank paper mocks me. Go ahead, get fucked up, huff gas, anything to get your mind on that level where you explode. They're laughing, saying you're done for. They know you want this more than they do. Don't you know they feed on your failure? Come on, come back to life. Sentence those fugitive words to sentences. Okay, that's it. That was the poetry. Just feeling kind of angry at the world as usual. You know how Robert Reagan is. Alright, in the last month, as I've said in these last couple of videos, in the last month I've been going through a major writer's block. I wrote like 3 short stories. One 6 pages, the other 2 4 pages, you know what I'm saying? It's like flash fiction. But I'm just happy to write anything right now, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just, I'm shut down. But I'm working my way through it. Just did my 3rd piece, you know what I'm saying, last night, and I'm trying to get back on track. Just did that poetry just for the hell of it. Probably gonna do more stuff like that. But anyway, I had a short story a while back that I recorded on YouTube, recorded for YouTube, called The End of Their Group. It was a criminal story, you know what I'm saying, about a gang mentality and stuff like that. That interests me. And so got another story that's like a criminal story with the gang mentality thing. This one's called Go to War. Okay. Ray thought he was a part of the circle, But really he was nothing more than just the weak link that no one wanted around. Was he really cut out for the violence? Could they depend on him to straight fuck someone up when it came down to fighting or possibly killing? It was almost time to make another move, and after this one they'd be the most feared collection of criminals in forever. 5 of them it was. Their leader, the man who convinced these stick-up artists to join forces, said that there was no leader. They all bled the same and spent time locked away. Each one of them had epic criminal war stories. Even Ray, who they all swore lost his balls after he and another comrade were jumped, and he got up and ran for help. These two were both on the gang shit list. That's why Ray and Terry weren't surprised when they both were kicked out at one of their gatherings. Stephen, Lee, and Robbie all stood together dressed in black. They were smoking a blunt. Terry asked him, "Why didn't you tell us to get ready?" Robbie once thought of as the leader told him, "You're not going." He said, "As of now, we no longer fuck with you." Stephen blew weed smoke in Terry's face. Lee flicked blunt ashes on Ray. Going on, Robbie says, "We're just fine as 3. Pleading, Ray says, "Come on, remember what you said about strength and numbers." Lee, with his long beard and his dark hair in a ponytail, says, "You're not even a number, Ray." Stephen, with his hoodie pulled down over his head, says, "At least Terry tried to fight back." Robbie, who had a bald head with a ring in his eyebrow, said, "We're done here." Ray tried talking it out. Terry said, "Fuck them if they don't want us around." He said either agents will lock them back up or some dealer's gonna blow their fucking head off. Saying that got these two jumping again. They were both stomped out. Terry until there was blood leaking from his mouth. He and Ray left together limping out. Ray said he'd buy him a beer before they went their separate ways. In a bar on the outskirts of town they sat drinking and checking out the ladies. Ray had grown soft, but what happened awoke a sleeping beast within him, powered by his lust for revenge. They were a unit, for once he felt like he belonged, and having it all ripped away made him want to spill their blood. A young woman in a denim skirt and blonde hair comes over with a sad story about her check getting cut after she failed a drug test. "Yeah, so what?" says Ray. "You know the government is crooked." Bat in her eyes, she says, "I was wondering if one of you could help me." "I'd be really grateful," she said. Shaking his head, Terry says, "Get out of here, bitch." He says, "What do you what do you look like?" He says, "What do we look like? We have money?" The girl bursts into tears and runs to the bathroom. "What's your problem?" Ray says. "We needed her for my plan." Across the bar, a guy swings at someone and misses. A fight ensues and everyone rushes over to get a better view. Ray and Terry sit there and never move. Seeing people fight wasn't a big deal to them. A bouncer gets a pool stick broken over his head. Terry asks Ray, "So what's this plan of yours?" "We should hit them up later on when they get back with the money," said Ray. Giving him a look like, "Yeah, right," Terry said, "And how is that young woman a part of the plan?" The fight is broke up and someone tells the bartender to call the law. "I don't know," Ray says. Maybe we could have caught them off guard if we sent some pussy up in there." With the cops on the way, they both decide to leave the bar. Outside in the parking lot, a bum asks for a cigarette. In the car, Terry tells Ray that he should just leave them alone. He says, "They already think you're soft." "What do you think will happen if you run up in on them?" "Sounds like you're scared," Ray says. "No, I just want to get out of this life," Terry said, "and this is the first step." He said, "I've got a daughter out there, and if I go down again, it's over for me." Ray, driving, stops at a red light. A police car pulls up behind them. "Oh fuck," Ray says, "I don't have a license." The light turns green and they drive on. Terry says, "We've got more to worry about than that," as he lifts up his shirt, revealing the pistol tucked in the waistband of his jeans. The squad, the squad car speeds up and passes them in the other lane. "Oh yeah," Ray says, "you're armed and ready to leave this life behind." He says, "Why'd you let them jump you when you were carrying? What, you afraid to get it blazing?" Terry, refusing to answer, tells him where to drop him off. "What if I want to fuck you up first?" says Ray. "What if I want to fuck you up first?" says Ray. Fucking this story majorly up. Turning his head to look at him, Terry says, "If that's what you want, then pull the car over right here." Ray says, Ray says, "If you're not with me, you're against me." Yet he kept driving. That told Terry everything he needed to know. When they pulled up in the driveway, the porch light came on and dogs barked. Terry asked him, "You still want to fuck me up?" He says, "This is your last chance." This time Ray doesn't answer, so he pulls out the pistol and tosses it in the passenger seat. "You'll probably need that," said Terry. On his way home, Ray heard about foreign dictators and racist team owners on the radio. Why in the hell was he listening to this? On another channel, someone blames fracking for the contaminated water supply. Then there was music, a love song. Ray didn't love anyone. He kept flipping until he found a hip-hop station. Maybe he was white, but this rap song about guns and drugs sounded more like him. Becoming inspired to blow Robbie's brains out, he looks down at the pistol on the seat. Yeah, he'd show them all he didn't need anyone anymore. Okay, I majorly fucked that story up, like messing up sentences and stuff like that. I'm sorry. I hope that it was to the point where it could be understood. You know, if anybody watches, they know what was going on in the story. Anyway, I'm sorry for fucking it up. I'm actually pretty fond of that story, and it's a lot. I mean, you know, it's got my mistakes, like I always make in my stuff, blah blah blah. But to me, that's one of my good stories right there, and I just fucked it up and didn't give it justice. Like, anyway, I'm just fucked up and rambling on and shit, and so I'm gonna go. This is Robert Lynn Reagan. Love writing, all my heart. When I ain't doing it, I'm reading or thinking about it. Now I'm kind of obsessed with it. I think I got a little problem or something. Got to go to writer's rehab or some shit. But anyway, thanks again. Goodbye.